Well, the last time I was fooling with this brittle old dashboard bezel, Jim Conway made a comment. He said, just get a new bezel for the darn thing. Jim, you are absolutely correct. That thing is so brittle, I'm gonna show you in a minute, but for about 40 bucks, I got that. It was on Amazon. You can buy it on Amazon, and we got to do some modifications to this so that the modifications that I did to that will go on here. So that's what we're going to work on now. Well, obviously, first thing I'd do is take this out of the way. And just Velcro like that. Fold it over a little bit. I want to stay up here out of my way. I said out of my way. There, like that. That should hold it. Now we got to get these guys off here. Obviously you don't want to scratch stuff, so you might, I got a screwdriver. It's already a little scratch, but I'm going to put this on it here. And let's see if I can't get in there. I like going from the bottom. Let's see. Come on, you. If it gets scratched, you won't see it. And that's that one. Because if you look, it's all scratched on the bottom, but it's not scratched on top, so you don't see it. All right, I'm not gonna put that up there because that's a problem. And come under here, do the same thing. There we go. And it's not as scratched, but it's scratched. Get that off of there. Now we're gonna pop these what are they? T20, yeah, T20s out of here. I don't know what's wrong with Phillips, but hey, for their infinite wisdom, decided the T20s were what they were going to use, so that's what they used. Pop that one out of there. Lose it, know where it is later. And pop this one out of here, like that. And the lights. We're going to pull this out. I know you can't see what I'm doing, but I'll show you in a minute. If you just put your screwdriver in here and you push on this so that this little flat piece goes up, that's what holds it in. You can pull this knob off. Now, you can pull the whole knob out, and then when you get out, make sure you turn off your lights. You can pull the whole knob and shaft and everything out. Problem is, you can't get to that button that you got to get to up inside of there to release it. There's a little button on top, and you just can't get your hand up in there. Well, I just take it off like that. It gets it off. 2 screws and a whole mess of snap together car. Thank you, Ford. And we'll pop that off there like that. I'm just gonna grab it here. Oh, and I almost forgot. Got to take off the and I'm just gonna bust it. No, I'm not. I might bust the whole switch. The tank switch, the one that switches you from front tank to back tank. Get the screw out of there so that that switch will just fall away, just like that. You can unplug it, and actually I probably will in a minute. And that way, this whole thing is going to come off here. Now, if you remember back ways, when I modified this and I put this light adjuster in here, I did something smart for once. Every now and then it happens. Not a lot, but every now and then. And right here, all I got to do is pop that off of there, and now I can take the whole thing out. Now what we got to deal with is this thing here. I got to pull this mess out here on, you see what a mess it is. So this has all been glued in with hot glue. I should hopefully be able to get out it pretty easy, and then we're gonna have to glue it into the new one and drill some holes. See here, this is where I made the fiberglass, had to fiberglass these holes so that I could put screws in it to hold it. So I gotta get all this stuff off of here, and it's hot glued in, so I'm gonna have to get the hot glue gun out. This are where I fiberglass these holes so I can put the screws back in because it's busted out. Because this stuff here is very brittle. See, that just broke right off of there. Now, the other thing you're gonna need that this doesn't come with, you'd think this would be plug and play at 40 bucks, but it's not. So, right here, right here, and right here, there is no clips. So you're gonna need the clips off of here. See that, yep, it just broke, but it's okay. I just wanna see what we got here. I'm not sure how these go back on, because these are raised a little bit, but they're not raised much. So I headed to the junkyard and I got a handful of these boys. That's what you need. Those are the clips. Some of these are out of a F-150 and some of these are out of a Ranger. They were the same, so I got them. Used the best ones here, and hopefully they just push onto the plastic. We're gonna find out in a second. There doesn't seem to be much plastic sticking up here. So theoretically, they should go on there. Theoretically. This piece is quite a bit wider than these. Unfortunately, since everything's broke off, I don't really know what it looked like. I gotta figure out how these are gonna go on. Not happy with this bezel. These clips won't go on. What I did was I heated this one and put it on. It's on, but now it's too far in, and it's basically too late to do it. So I'm gonna show you what I did. I'm gonna put the other ones on the same way. Heat them so that it'll go down over the melted part. You can't get a screw through these clips to screw it down in there. This should have come with the clips on it, but it doesn't. You want to be careful how far down you put these. I'm just going to grab this with a pair of pliers here, and it don't have to be a torch. You just use a lighter. This is not heavy stuff, and you're just going to heat this up here. Just want it to be able to melt it, and then I'm going to put it right down on here. Like that. Hopefully that'll hold. See if that plastic's hot enough to bend over. It doesn't seem to be. Let that cool. I'm gonna take a look at it. Okay, that seems to work. So let's do the other one. We got one more, and we just want to put it on just far enough. So you want to put it down so it just barely comes down to here, and then it'll melt around that plastic. Yep, and that should work. Let's grab another clip. Like I said, not happy about this. This shouldn't be a deal. Nope. You sell something like this, you should have a clip on. I already complained. I already put it on Amazon. I complained. I saw other ones that look like they have the clip, but I'm not going to spend another $50. They're like $50. I'm not going to spend another $50 for one that might have the clip. Just not going to do it. I'm just grabbing that like that. Got a little breeze blowing here, which is good because it helps cool this down. Heat it up nice and hot. Not too hot. Like I say, you can do this with a lighter. Whatever. I'm using a torch, but whatever. Let's see if that's enough. Let's put that on there. That is going on. Right about there, and see if I can, see if the plastic will move down over top of it. Looks like it will. It's melted enough. Now I gotta let it cool. Before I do anything else, I want to make sure it fits. Also, I had it in, it didn't feel like it was fitting right. Let's take a look. I don't know if I did anything to this one. All this looks the same, except for the standoff that may just have been broken off right here. Remember, if you got automatic, you're gonna have to pull your stick shift all the way down. All right, so now, gently gonna put this in here, just like that, there. And that one's in. That one's in. How about that one? Okay. All right, that fits. Well, let's see if I can pull it off without leaving the clips. Yes, no, yes. No clips there, and no clips broke. We're good to go. As long as we're on the subject of clips, no, I'm okay. I was looking for the clips that clip into the dashboard, but they stay on this side. At least I think they do. At least I think they do. There's one missing here. This just happened to be laying on the floor of the truck. That would be that one. So yeah, it appears these clips go in here. And see, I think I need to tighten this and this, because those, if you look here, the part that clips in is this part right here. And these here, I'm going to tighten down a little bit because they're what hold on to here. So let's just take here. Oh, there's a piece of plastic in there. There it is. Hang on, I got to clean this one out. All right, so I'm going to be looking for new ones of these because that's broke right there. It should hold on that side though. Again, I'm still gonna just a little bit. I felt it bend just a little bit. Same thing. There. And then we could put this back on here. Like that, and that should actually stay now. There we go. And that goes right there, but on the other side. Like that. I'm not going to put it in because then I have to take it out. Now it's down to the pain. Getting this stuff off of here and making it fit on there. Pop that knob off there, that's easy enough. Put this in the truck so don't lose it. Turn that, didn't take much. I didn't think it would. Come on you, cooperate. If I use a socket, this would be a whole lot easier. And then, what's fun in doing it easily? That should come off. Wants to fight me the whole way, so fine. There, now it's off. Like I said, I glued it in pretty good. I don't want to mess up any wires. These wires aren't the greatest. They're a little flimsy. That's why I used so much of this glue on it. I did not expect to be redoing this. There we go. It came out and I think it's in one piece. I gotta get this off without damaging it. Don't want to damage that little circuit board. Oh, see it bending. I put it on pretty good. Something went snap. All right, so it's off. I'm gonna plug it in and see if it works. All right, got it off there and plugged it in, and it still works fine. So I gotta decide what to do with this glue. Get some of this off of here, and I gotta glue this back onto the new bezel, and I gotta drill a hole for that. Now, interestingly enough, complaints I saw about the other dash bezel was that there were stickers that go on here where the where your lights are, your indicators and stuff, and that they peel off. To tell you the truth, I think I can see where that is. So let's take a look at the original bezel. They seem to be cut better, and they're different. Just noticed that. Original bezel, turn signal, theft, an airbag. This has turn signal, fuel reset, and amp, so that's completely wrong. On this side is low range, 4x4, and turn signal. So this side's right, but that side's wrong. I need to change that. I need to change this one. This has to have that one. Now, that's the next question. So this little rubber piece, first thing I want to do is look at these switches that I got for that power port that I put in. You know, I want to turn it off. I got the battery charger on now because the battery is actually low. So these are switches. They're pretty cool. Punch them in, they turn red. Punch them off, they turn white. And you could actually change it to go different ways. You can have it lit when on, lit when off, lit all the time. We're going to have it lit when on. And they come with a plug, which I like, because you see all that, and you're going to see it again, what I had to do to get it so I can remove this thing. So now, with these, that just plugged right into the back of it, and so I can unplug it when I need to take this out, which is awesome. The problem is, I'm not sure about the size of this. So before we put holes in the new bezel, which is made, you know, it's not great. I want to see what it's going to look like, so we're going to install it. We're going to drill a hole and install it in here. It's going to go in here. It looks like it's going to be too big, and then it's going to look flunky. All right, let's see. Go in the center here as much as I can. I'm not measuring really because this is junk. All right, that hole's pretty big. Not quite big enough. That's going to sit in there like that. Mind you, I'm off on the hole, but all right, let's try something different. right, so grab the other one. Now we're going to answer the question. Which one of these looks better? Does that look better? Does that look better? You know damn well that one looks better. This just looks like somebody just stuck a switch in there. I don't like it at all. Problem is I'm not crazy about that either. This is just empty space. I kind of want to fill it up, but if those switches were just a little bit smaller, it'd be awesome. Okay, I decided I'm not gonna put the switches up here at all. I don't like either one of those setups. This one looks okay, but I just don't like either one of those setups. So we're not gonna do that. Nope. This is my bass boost. It's all paint wasn't very good on it, so it really looks bad anyway. I don't really want to put it on the dashboard. I'd rather have it installed. Let's just take it apart a minute and see what we got. Take that off. Gets that out of that. We're still connected here. Now, do we clean that off? Just make it black and put this whole thing in the dashboard? Good question. Whoop, I don't want to break it. That. Plate set right here. Well, I get it in the middle. I'd like to take a little bit off of it here and here. This mess here just looks bad, so that could probably easily come off. So I got it all cleaned off. Now I don't know if you can see it, but right here, the rock fill is still there, and it's on the top too. So I'm gonna do is see if I can't paint it. But first thing I'm gonna do is trim it off because it doesn't fit where I want it to. So I'm gonna trim it down here. I'm gonna trim it down here. We'll see just what we got. I got the flapperdoodle here. See if we can't grind just a little bit off. And around at the corners. Now, I think that'll do just fine. Getting shavings all over my new switches here. Now that fits in there just like that, and I like it. I think I'm gonna put it in the bottom though, and we'll put the twisty switch on the top. Maybe not, because I'll put it on the top, it hides this line. Yep, that's how I'm gonna do it. Put it on top. All right, now I gotta clean this thing up and paint it. But let's just get the crap off it first. All right, I painted this, and it turned out pretty good, and I reassembled it. This piece here was blue because there's a LED that could go here, but it's not, and I painted that LED thing black as well because everything's red on the truck, nothing's blue, and there's no actual LED in it. You can see right here it says LED, and but you can't see on the other side, but the other side there's a couple solder joints, but nothing soldered into it. Now we want to install this in here. Put it in this way. That way, in case I want to put something on top of here, some name or something, I don't know. I don't even know how. Engraved would probably work, but I don't know how to pull that off. We'll figure it out. Then I can. Now we're going to set this back over here. And I need to cut a hole right here. See how this goes. I want to be careful because I don't want to cut it too big because, yeah, this is a bit much. want to be careful because, like I said, I want to mess this thing up. I think it was 50 bucks. 40 bucks, 50 bucks, somewhere around, I don't know. Now let's try it. That's exactly where I want it, right there. Yep, sure is. Now I gotta drill some holes. I didn't want to do that. I'm gonna have to do some more painting. Dang it. Oh boy, that was close. It was almost not good. Close to no bueno. Now let's see if I can put a screw in there. Without cracking something. I'm gonna put this up for a minute. We gotta put this dimmer switch here for my, this is the dimmer switch for those gauges that I put in because they're way too bright, so I had to dim them down. And I didn't want the dimmer switch to be somewhere where it would be a pain in the ass, so it's going to go here. I think I'm going to put it off to the side so that I can put another one, switch or something over here if I want to this time. So I'm going to put it on this side because that's where it glues, the thing glues to on the bottom. Actually, doesn't much matter. Go on either side. This side's closer. Well, it looks like it's in the center. That's 5/16. There. All right, let's get the stepper back in here. That's one. Okay, let's take the second one. There it is. Perfect. All right, so now we'll bring this up from the bottom. I think that's it. Thought it was smaller, but no, that seems to be it. Yep. Hold it from the back. Here. And there we go. It's in. I painted the knob because the knob looked like hell. Take a little awl here. I'm going to go right to this. I don't think it's sharp enough. It was perfectly sharp enough. Yep. Awesome. Yeah, all the way down. All the way up. Beautiful. That goes there. Before we go any further, that's fresh paint. I don't really want to sit on it, so I'll put it over here. So now, I want to anchor this right here, just like it was before. Now I need a hot glue gun, which is right here in my hot little hand. All right, plug it in, plug it in. And keep your fingers off of this, because that thing gets hot. Up, 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 up. Drippity doo dah, drippity yay. Here comes the hot glue on a thingy yay. And get it right here. That's glued on. Seems to be. Just put a little bit right here. All right, flip it over. A bass boost button. We'll go right here. Like I say, it's slightly off, but I don't care. Ain't a show truck. And if I was selling it, I might be worried about that, but the original plan was to sell it. I did not need to fall in love with this stupid ass truck, but I did. So I'm not selling it. I like it. I'm keeping it. All right, got all that done. I don't know what you think, but I'm liking it. I think it's pretty awesome. Looks good. I have to put it in a truck. All right, so I'm gonna just tie up some of these wires here. This one's fine, it doesn't go anywhere. But I want to tie this. Here, I want to get rid of the slack. Here. 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 And that should be enough. Give me some extra. Tie it right around here. And pop that right there. Cut some of that off. Like that. Almost forgot. I got a new switch. So I gotta put that in the darn thing. I don't think the old switch is bad, but I'm not sure. I know I have trouble with the front tank, so maybe it's a switch, who knows? Oh, this goes in like this. And there's a couple little tabs to center it, and it goes right there. I'm over here, unplug this one here. Try to unplug without breaking my Ford clip. Y'all know how I love them Ford clips. Ah, came right out, beautiful. Now everything's a plug-in. Let's come down here. And I know you can't see this, but you've seen it a zillion times. Just plug that in there. Fuel tank's plugged in. And right here, I'll plug that in right there. And now the gauges are plugged in for the lights. Shove this back in here. Just like that. And this one is going to plug into the back of that. It's just one of these jacks, so yeah, you don't really have to see it. It's just a jack. I don't even see it. If I can find it. There it is. And that plugs in like that there. Okay, so we're good to go. Put this back together. Let's make sure these cables wind up back behind here to where I want them. It's got to go this way so it's out of the way of the air conditioner. You always wind up fighting this this thing to get the key out. Pain. There. I think it's a dumb thing, but yeah, that's probably why they don't do it anymore. Make sure it goes that way, because I don't want it in the way of the there. And Safari's a goodie. Got the rest of the way down there. Here. Make sure these are all in their hole. This one wants to be difficult. Where is it? There it is, right there. Alright, that goes there. That one's there. And that one's there. And there. And they popped right in. And you screw here and here. And I got my little T, whatever the heck this thing is. I'm gonna put that right there. And is it going in? I think it is. Yep, tighten that up. And the other side, pop that one in there. And that dashboard is in nice and tight now. I like the look. I like this. This looks nice. Like there. That one goes there. And this one goes on the other side. Right there. Headlight switch. That's it. We're good to go here. And so that took weeks. I know it only took, what, 20 minutes, half hour, however long this took to do this video. No, it took me weeks. There's our little thing, and here's our button. When we push the button, it lights up red. And then there's, you can see exactly what you got. That way, when I got the truck, you know, when the truck turned off, it's going to sit for a while, do that, and I don't have anything. There's no draw on there. Everything's good. And I think the rest of it turned out pretty good. You know, it's just a dash bezel. You can see it. There's your dash bezel. Somebody mentioned that this here should be black so that it matches the dashboard, because the dashboard's black. The dashboard's gray. Okay, that's number one. Number two, just like all the big designers, I'm bringing the colors inside. You got red trim there, you got red trim there, and you got black. And you got red on the ceiling, you got red down here. Well, that's what I do. But anyway, here's your dash bezel, and it's just a dash bezel, but here's where the custom part comes in. This is all. I still have to put the clock in here, but this one here controls my bass boost. This one here controls the light on these gauges because it's way too bright. So there you have it. If you like this interior stuff, check it out right here. And I think you'll like that video right there. Till next time, see ya.